The new medical drama, The Pit, streaming on Max, has its season finale this Thursday. The show tackles urgent issues like the impact of gun violence, hospital staffing shortages, and the lasting effects of the pandemic, earning praise from both audiences and critics for its raw, realistic portrayal of life inside American hospitals. I spoke with Noah Wiley, who executive produces and stars in The Pit for our arts and culture series, Canvas. Noah Wiley, welcome to the News Hour.
Thank you very much for having me.
The Pit plays out over the course of a single shift inside the emergency department at Pittsburgh Trauma Medical Center, with each episode representing a single hour on the job. What's remarkable about this show is nearly every moment plays out on the ER floor, and that format really adds to the urgency. What was the creative intention behind that approach?
To give that exact desired effect, we wanted to come up with a device that felt intimate and created a sense of tension, analogous to doing kind of a ride along with a police officer in the backseat of a cruiser or being embedded with a combat unit as a journalist.
What's going on?
We were discussing the options for treating your son.
He already looks better.
He is not. And by refusing the spinal tap, we don't know how to help him.
You can turn your head, but you can't really leave. And you're going to be sort of stuck witnessing everything in real time while these practitioners go about their duties, and get a sense of the aggregate toll that a day can take on a practitioner, and extrapolate that over decades a career can take.
I understand it was during the pandemic where, as you described it, you were feeling pretty useless that you decided to embark upon this project. Is that right? Tell me about that.
I wasn't working. Nobody was working. And I get a lot of my sense of balance from going to work every day and being creative and working with creative people and telling stories. And I didn't realize how much I really needed that until I didn't have an opportunity to do it. And at that same time, I was getting a lot of attention or mail from first responders who were, thanking me for inspiring them to go into a career in medicine, or thanking me for continually keeping them inspired. And I was sort of overwhelmed by that. I was sort of overwhelmed by old work having resonance and poignancy in a way that I didn't feel like I was able to contribute anymore. And so I thought maybe there's another story to tell here that's more contemporary, that reflects what these guys are going through now. And that began the conversation that got us where we are here.
Is it true that you shoot The Pit hundreds of feet away from where you shot ER on the same Warner Brothers lot?
Feels like farther than 100 feet. Feels like a million miles and a million years and about 25 pounds. But yeah, geographically, it couldn't be closer.
How does the experience of filming the first season of The Pit compare to filming the first season of ER?
Well, the difference is I'm not 22 anymore, doing this for the first time. I'm 53, doing it for another time. And I'm watching all these young performers come in and have their John Carter experience. And it's been amazing. It's been amazing to just have the perspective of longevity and to be able to be a resource to them.
Yellow, we're good. How did you do that?
Bubble innovation. You gave the compression and followed the air bubbles up more than one way to tube a cat.
But mostly just be, kind of a good team leader, cheerleader, player, coach, and friend, and collaborator.
This place will break your heart. But it is also full of miracles, and that is a testament to all of you coming together and doing what we do best.
The character you portray on The Pit, Dr. Robbie, he is really the calm, steady, empathetic center of chaos, even as he battles his own internal struggles. How do you go about crafting that character and ensuring that the depth really comes through?
Well, this is a different animal entirely than usually a normal working experience. Telling a story in real time and shooting in real time affords you a lot of interesting opportunities. Oftentimes you're shooting out of sequence and you have to remember where you were and where you want to be in a certain moment. Shooting in sequence allows every moment to build on each other. Big open set, no marks on the floor, 2 cameras, no dolly track, no lights, no flags, no C-stands. Everything's preset. So we come in and we rehearse and then we shoot, and we have a freedom to move that I've never experienced before working with a camera. So it feels more like doing a play. It feels very live. On ER, it was a very egalitarian set. There was no foreground, background, cast, crew. We were just a sense of company trying to go and do really good, hard work. And that's what I wanted to build this time around, too. And I think we were really successful on that front.
And the thing that sets The Pit apart from other medical dramas is the way medicine is practiced on the show. I mean, the authenticity is unmatched. How do you go about scripting a show like this?
Well, we're in the process of writing season 2 now, and the process begins with a lot of interviews, talking to experts from every vector of the healthcare system. We talk to people that specifically help practitioners get back their medical degrees after they've gone on a road of recovery for a drug and alcohol substance abuse problem. We've talked to people that deal in human trafficking, people that deal with ICE and immigration and how that's going to affect emergency rooms, which are no longer considered safe spaces, sanctuary spaces. And the last question we ask of these people is, what do you want to see on TV? You know, what's not on TV that needs to be from your perspective? And we write all the talky stuff, and then we give it to the doctors and say, how would this work? And then they write all the technical mumbo jumbo, what the procedures are and who would be doing what. And we take that and marry it together and somehow end up with a show.
What do you think it says about the times in which we live that The Pit is finding so much success, almost entirely by word of mouth?
Well, it's funny. I'm in New York right now, and I went to go see George Clooney in Good Night and Good Luck last night. And I got a chance to see him afterwards, and he was being very congratulatory about my show, and I was being very congratulatory about his show. And we both acknowledged that if the election had gone the other way, we would be in very different shows. Right now, The Pit is standing out as almost a lighthouse, reminding everybody of the hard work that these experts and practitioners are doing, reminding of the heroism of these everyday walk of life individuals who work in the service industry.
Let me go check on triage.
We'll save a spot for you.
You're looking for wheelchair.
Hey, Ahmad, what number are we up to?
85 patients so far.
Similarly, George is doing a show about Edward R. Murrow, and the speeches that he's making couldn't feel more contemporary relevant today. And him standing there center stage and delivering them to an American audience 8 times a week is an act of protest. Sometimes stars align to reframe what you're doing in a totally different context than what you even imagined it would be. I think that everybody's feeling a sense of hopelessness and feeling really scared. And it seems like things that we used to be able to rely on are crumbling before our very eyes. And then you turn on a show like The Pit and you go, oh, okay, well, at least there's still smart people out there who are dedicated, that are helping those who can't help themselves or are finding that it's really hard to get resources available to them.
Noah Wyle is the star and executive producer of The Pit, streaming now on Max. Thanks so much for your time.
Entirely my pleasure. Thank you.